This is Bill DeJoseph with kayakanglers.com, and today's mod, I wanted to make a visibility pole, and I didn't want to spend the money that you would have in buying one from one of the name brand places, so I made my own. Very quick and simple. You can see here what I've done. I'm going to go through this, but this is basically it. First thing I did, got the trusty drill, and I drilled a 3/8 inch hole into my kayak. Very simple. I then took a piece of braid and I actually tied a heavier screw that would fit through that 3/8 inch hole, and I fed it down into the hole, the screw, and then I shook the kayak. I'm working on a new canoe, Frontier 12. I shook it till the screw fed itself down to the hatch. Down to the hatch. When it got to the hatch, I had this waiting for it. This is a 3/8 inch washer and bolt. It's a little tough to get in focus. I pulled the string out of the hatch. I tied it around the very end of the screw a few times and then made a knot. Dropped it back in. Went back up to the hole. And I simply pulled the line through. Now it took some finagling to get the screw to line up with the hole. I had to jiggle the fishing line and use a screwdriver to poke down in there to line up the screw, but it popped through. So now I have a large washer and the head of the nut inside, or the head of the bolt inside, and then I took a large washer and a nut and tied it on there, or screwed it on. Then I actually grabbed just the very top with a pair of vice grips and tightened the nut tight, so that's your mounting bracket. The actual flag is just a cheap piece of heavy-duty plastic. This one happens to have a reflective stripe on it. I believe I got that at like not Harbor Freight, but one of those outdoor stores. Any one of them. But Harbor Freight probably has them. And then I got a fiberglass driveway marker pole. Fiberglass drive, flexible. Fiberglass driveway marker pole. They're like $6, maybe not even that at Lowe's or Home Depot. And then I got one of these. This is a 5/8 inch coupler. Okay? 5/8 inch coupler. Now, the reason you get the 5/8 inch coupler, you stick that piece of fiberglass driveway marker down, and then you can't really see, but down inside of there is a little JB weld. Epoxy, and that holds that thing steady. And then whenever you want your flag, you just come over and you thread it onto your threaded nut, and now you have a flag. Now I built the actual one I'm using, the actual flag I'm using. I actually put it's a spring-loaded flag, so it has a spring, because that way when I get into tight areas and under trees, you can see that spring-loaded flag will bend. I don't know how well you can see that. So it'll actually move a little better than just a regular piece of fiberglass. But it'll stand straight up. You hit a tree, you're going under some trees, that thing will bend on that spring and then pop it right back up. Altogether, I think the amount between the flag, the pole, and the hardware, you're probably looking at maybe $12, $15 at the most. And now you have a high visibility flag.